How's everybody doing? It's your boy Dwell with another episode of Sideways Entertainment, Sideways Podcast, Sideways TV, whatever you want to call it. It's your boy Dwell once again in the casa. Today I'm gonna be doing a segment. It's been a while since I did it. It's Big Dwell's movie recommendations. You know what I mean? I gotta put up whatever I can put up. Like I said, it's always gonna be something different. But I have a couple videos up there regarding movies that I own and that I watch. So I do it here and there. I drop some videos on some movies I recommend. It's the new year, so God bless. Last night, the 31st, I went to Target. You know, my wife wanted to go, and I'm a big fan of DC. You know what I mean? It's like we're gonna stay up all night waiting for midnight point. You know what I mean? For the first, might as well watch some movies or something while we're at it. It was cold outside. I was gonna do a fire, but at the end I decided to chill inside. I'm a DC guy. I'm a Batman guy for sure. I'm a cartoon guy. I like pretty much different types of cartoons. I like some anime. I like some Marvel stuff. You know what I mean? But when it comes to Marvel and DC, you know what? I gotta admit it. Marvel holds it down when it comes to the cinematic movies. You know what I mean? The movies they show in the theater, you know they got it down. But DC ain't got nothing on them. I just recently saw Wonder Woman on HBO Max. I got my wasn't what I expected. Let me just tell you like that. Some of them are good. Some of the DC movies are good. I'm not gonna say they're not. I like some of them, like the Superman ones. I like. It was cool. I like the Batman versus Superman. It was cool. Shazam, I didn't like, but we'll bring up different topics. Like I said, to me, Marvel smoked them when it comes to as a majority, but DC has their own little chapters going on, kind of like Marvel. It's a whole story, that connects to one another, like the Marvel movies did. In regards to that, they go to their solos, and all those solos connect back to the Avenger movies, you know what I mean? So DC has the same theme in the cartoons. In the DC universe, it's called the DC universe. So they made up their little universe where the Justice Leagues do their movie. They branch out. Each individual has a certain amount of movies. Those movies collide with another Justice League movie. They break out. Each one has their own movies, and then they finally, a couple months ago, it finally came to an end, that universe, just like the Marvel one. And that movie, I bought it. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen some of them. I've seen a good majority of those movies, but not all of them. Probably 90% of them. And when it comes to the cartoons, DC smokes, in my opinion, Marvel. When it comes to the cartoons, they got it on lock. When it comes to their animation, they got it on lock. Cinematic, Marvel. But in the DC universe, when it comes to drawing and cartoons and stuff, DC for me 100%. They balance themselves out with that. So this movie I'm gonna recommend is Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. Real good movie. It's the ending movie to that series, kind of like Avengers Endgame. Their character right here is Darkseid, like Thanos. But enough of Avengers. I'm just an example for all you who don't know. Pretty much, it's a dope movie. Pretty much these cartoons is rated R. You know what I mean? They're rated R movies. It just came out maybe like 6 months ago, more or less. I'm not correct. Maybe more, maybe less. But this was the finale to it. Pretty hardcore movie. You know what I mean? Pretty much all the Justice League members die in this movie. You know what I mean? It's a war. It's a little bit more, like I said, adult, rated R. So they show more. It's more of an adult cartoon. Kids could watch it, but maybe if there's an adult around. I recommend watching all these from this universe, because they also have different Batman movies, different Superman movies that are cartoons, Wonder Woman, etc. Justice League movies that are cool too, but they don't tie up to these movies. each one they're all drawn different. Like there's different Batmans. Batman looks different. Superman looks different. These are all drawn the same. They break they break. Batman has 2 3 movies, but they all connect back to this. Superman has 2 3 movies. They all connect to this. Aquaman, Wonder Woman, The Flash. That's a good one. But this is the finale. Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. Highly recommended by me, your boy Dwell. Uh, it's a DC movie. Like I said, it's approximately. Let me see. I'm trying to look how long it is, but whatever. Base it at an hour, more or less. They're pretty expensive for cartoon movies, but highly recommended. Highly recommended movie. Today I'm gonna do a 2 segment movie. This one just came out. Once again, Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. Big Doll's movie recommendation. Check it out. Pretty much, it's a bloody movie. You know what I mean? Many Justice League members die in this movie. In reality, it's not a happy ending neither. So, check it out. Many more movies. This is the finale, but I recommend watching all the series. You know what I mean? Probably expensive, but hey, it's recommended. This is gonna be a double feature because I bought this movie too. This movie just came out. You know what I mean? It's a trippy movie for sure. Originally there's a movie I'll get back to right now, but this is a movie I didn't notice it till I bought it. It's an interactive movie. Here we go. It's another DC movie. This one, it's a Batman movie. It's called Batman: Death in the Family. Batman is one of my favorite characters that I like in the cartoon world. I've always liked them back in the days, sometimes I even like watching the old school 60s stuff, He's an old school cat. I think he's going for 80, 90, 100 years already since he created this guy. But there's a movie called The Red Hood. The Red Hood is about Jason Todd, one of the Robins, and his backstory, and it's a good movie too, dope movie. But that was not part of this universe. This is a whole separate universe, whole different storyline. This is just an outside movie that ties into the Batman world. You know what I mean? This one is Batman: Death in the Family. Is based on the Red Hood, on Robin, Jason Todd. Jason Todd dies, but in this movie, it's an interactive movie. Batman: Death in the Family. It's pretty much animated shorts, showcase animated shorts, where you get to choose the decisions Robin makes, because technically you gotta watch the old movie to kind of understand this movie. Real good, hardcore. These are pretty like hardcore stories, This movie's also rated R. It just came out maybe a month or 2 ago, you know what I mean? At the most, maybe less. It goes beyond. What I like about these Batman movies, they're more like a hardcore, deep story, like a dark. Pretty much all the Justice League ones, even these, are pretty much like a more of the dark scene. That's why they're rated R. This goes into like Batman's pain, mind. All these movies do, and same for Jason Todd. It's more of a reality type thing, not like a playing around. People actually get shot, killed in these movies. So this is a real good movie to watch. You get to pick and choose the different stories. It was a trip at first. I was like, I gotta pick. It stops, but once you start watching the stories, it's cool. You get to pick Jason Todd's decision, etc., etc. I don't want to give all the info on it. You gotta buy it or watch it or rent it or borrow it or steal it if you have to. Just don't get caught. Pretty much this is what it is. Different alternatives to his choices, whether it's good or bad. It's as long as you take to watch it. So I highly recommend this movie. Another movie recommendation: Batman: Death in the Family. Also, I recommend Batman: Red Hood. Red Hood, like I said, is the original movie that came from this. That one came out a couple years ago. But this ties up to that movie. This is just another alternative endings to that movie, because it's pretty hardcore. It's pretty hardcore. So I highly recommend watching these DCs. Like I said, they get 100% credit on the job they do. what DC does, whoever works on these movies, they get 100% credit. You know what I mean? They might not match Marvel when it comes to the movies they make, but they make up for these. That's for sure. They make up for these movies. For all you people who are cartoon guys, DC guys, Batman guys, you probably don't even know about this. You like Batman? They have a lot of these movies out there. You know, pretty much dope movies. They make up for this what they lack in the big screen in the cinematic world. But they get down on these once again. Highly recommended. Justice League Dark, Apocalypse War, and Batman Death in the Family. That's a little quick episode. Hopefully you guys like. Big 12, peace, happy New Year's. My first video of the new year, 2021. You know, hopefully 2021 is a better year for us, for everybody. 2020 was a trippy year. I mean, that was yesterday, and then beyond. I mean, it was only a day ago. It makes no real difference. But in the long run, I hope it's a better year for everybody. Stay safe. May God bless us. Hopefully, you know. Well, yeah, let's expect that. May He bring us blessings, and if other stuff come in the mix, may He gives us the strength to move on. You know what I mean? But I hope everybody's blessed. Happy New Year's. Shout out to my sister for this hat. Hard to find. Snapback hat too from Mexico. She made it happen. Shout out to my sister. Much love. You know, for the regalo. Love you. And you know, take care of everybody. Take care of yourself. Like and subscribe. Drop some comments. Show some love. Social support. So I could be more influenced to keep doing this. Peace.